When walking, each step consists of a single support pose and a double support pose, whereas when running, each step consists of a single support pose and a suspension pose. In both cases, each leg takes a single step per cycle. Each cycle therefore consists of 2 steps. The skip walk consists of inserting a jump on one foot during the swing of the other, between 2 double supports. Each leg therefore takes 2 successive steps. In other words, the skip walk is a 4-step cycle. Let's look at a simplified diagram of the foot movement for an in-place cycle. There are 3 positions on the ground, in black, 1 for the jump, in purple, and 3 for the swing, in red. There are actually 4 positions on the ground, as to overlap as the base of the jump. They could be shifted, but it is better to leave them on top of each other. In any case, this diagram clearly shows 8 positions corresponding to the 8 main poses of a cycle. We therefore refer to a 4-1-3 distribution. 8 main poses means 4 per step. The first is a single support pose, the contact, that corresponds to the end of the jump. The second is a double support pose, the cushioning. The third is a single support pose, the takeoff. The fourth is the jump, the high pose. In a previous episode, we saw that we could modify the ratio between ground and air positions to make walking feel heavier or running feel lighter. We can do the same here. To begin with, let's increase the duration of the double support at the expense of the swing. This gives us a 5-1-2 or even 6-1-1 distribution. These skip walks are possible but reduce the swing duration. In practice, they tend to make the character take off and land with both feet together when jumping. We can always insert single support poses between the main poses when adding the intermediates needed to reach a full cycle duration. But the result is rather stiff. It is also possible to increase the swing duration. However, at the 3-1-4 distribution and beyond, all double support poses are lost. Once again, this can be inserted by adding intermediate poses. In this first case, the result is a very nice, light and supple leap. By increasing the swing even further, you end up removing all double support poses. The character then makes 2 jumps in a row on each step. In the absence of double support, this mode of movement no longer meets the definition of a skip walk. However, it is very popular with children when they play cowboys and Indians, so we couldn't leave it out. Obviously, all these movements become a little more complex when you add the feet. But the essentials have been sufficiently explained, and we prefer to conclude with a remark that may contrast with the apparent lightness of this episode. It is commonly thought that skip walking is a preserve of scatterbrained kids, incapable of lining up in a row when it's time to go back to class. That ignores the fact that it is practiced by many military units around the world. The sense of balance it requires has on multiple occasions proven crucial in combat. In these times of international tension, it would be unwise to underestimate it, and we invite the animator to study it with the utmost care.